Welcome to Dinos. Today we have Shadows Awakening, which is one of this month's Games with Gold. I have Jason and Sean with me, so let's get into this.
Chapter 1.
The beginning.
Perhaps I should feel some twinge of guilt at all I have done, but I've had little time for scruples. It was once an honor to be entombed within these ancient catacombs, but centuries have passed, and now only the brave or foolhardy walk these tunnels. Perhaps I'm the last living soul here, although I'm far from alone. This is not my story, although I am the architect of what transpires.
So guys, have you played much of this game? Sean?
I have not. I've got to be honest, I haven't had a chance to even download it yet.
I have played a few hours of this game.
And cannot be trusted.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more than I expected. I thought, oh, it's another one of these Games with Gold isometric RPGs. I'm not going to like it. And I did. I got quite into it. I thought the tutorial side of things was quite easy going. You could sort of skip ahead as much as you wanted. You learned at an easy pace while you're actually doing stuff within the game.
Yeah, I thought
it just sort of flowed. You could choose your characters quite early, so it gives you some sort of agency over what you're doing. There's a bit of customization there. I like the voiceovers and the sense of humour. It's all good.
But those two guys at the start kind of looked the same. I assumed you were the other guy, the guy who looked frankly less fearsome. I mean, you look like an absolute beast.
We play the Devourer.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so you're the demon, and the wizard has brought you back so you can inhabit one of these heroes' souls. And later on, you'll see. I'm guessing by the menu that you can inhabit more as the game goes on, because there's more slots for more souls.
The daughter of fire.
But I choose this one. I thought she looked quite good.
She would have been God.
Oh, I nearly chose her. I chose Jackster, the middle guy.
She died on the reliquary
So this is the mage I chose.
I don't know how. A mage with incredible potential.
The thing I liked is that you can see the character progression in the pause menu, and this does make a difference to what you can do later in the other characters you unlock, hopefully.
Yes.
So I think it's already made me eager to sort of replay the bits I've done, just to see what, if any, differences there are, really.
Yeah, right. Yeah. What I did like, actually, it introduces the mechanics very slowly. Very nice, easy pace. So the mechanic you'll see in a minute, which he introduced you to, so this one, you can change from real world to demon world, underworld, I guess.
Yeah.
And depending on which world you're in, there's different enemies in the different worlds.
I was already going to say, from what we've seen so far, it reminds me a little of Soul Reaver, and that is what Soul Reaver was.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Splitting between it had a different viewpoint. It was behind third person behind the character view, but it was all go between the two different worlds, and there were just different variants on the same enemies in each world, and it was you've been resurrected and your soul is in one place, and you inhabit a body in the other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's quite similar to this. There's lots to loot, and actually there's things to loot in the different
both realms. Yeah.
So both realms. So it's worth checking both realms. I did not always check both realms.
I did. This encouraged me to go back through the entire level again in all the characters just to see what the differences was and find the different loots. And there's a puzzle coming up where I missed it the first time, and I went back and went, oh, if I'd have done it a different way, I could have found this other treasure chest. So it does have little hidden things there. So it's quite good.
Yeah, I missed that treasure chest, as you will see.
But yeah, speaking of the puzzles, which I'm sure is going to come up anyway, some of them are dependent on the different realms being used. Like for this one, for
here
example,
we are, in fact.
A bridge only exists in one of the realms. That's obviously a very simple puzzle, but it's how it introduces you to the idea that if I can't do something, try changing realms, and you might be able to do it and get an achievement.
Yeah.
Okay.
You never know.
Does that... Okay, so that came up blue. Have you got your Xbox set to that, or does it do that in different colours if you're in the different realms in the game? Because that would be quite awesome if that were the case.
Adam, let us know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He never gets any achievements. He doesn't know what they usually come up as.
Yeah, what the hell's that? Yeah, who knows? But no, it's the colours, the graphics, everything you see is. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. As Jason said, a lot more than what I thought.
Yeah. I think apart from the graphics and the music's good, all the little cutscenes are good, I feel. I don't usually like this viewpoint, but I was perfectly happy with it for what it is. It's real-time combat, whereas I'm not that into turn-based ones, so I quite enjoyed that. And you, again, while you're doing the fighting, you jump between the different realms to get different attacks and that sort of thing. You can sort of go into the demon, stun the other guy, then go back into the other one. And my guy's an archer, so shoot again. And he was, he couldn't block me because he was stunned from the demon guy.
Did you ever save yourself? You'll see soon. I switch into the demon world, and all of a sudden I'm pounced upon by like a couple of demons. So I quickly switch back and move position.
I had to do that at one point, not the main boss fight. I died the first time, and then realised, yes, should have jumped to the other guy then. I totally did it the first time. I did not at all have many tries at that boss. So I think as you play, you unlock more characters. I think you unlock like another 4 or 3 or 4. It depends on what character you chose to start with, I think. And presumably that then unlocks different skills.
In addition to the 3 you had to pick from at the start?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So I've got like a tree of the 2 characters I've got, and there's like another 3 or 4 spaces after them to fill in now on my one.
Oh, so you slowly gain a party?
Yes.
Yeah, so your main dude is the demon, and he's devoured this soul, and obviously I've chosen her soul, and as you go on in the game, you can devour more souls, and then obviously use their abilities and stuff.
Yeah, now that you say that, I do see along the bottom you've got your demon, and then your woman character you're playing as on the other side, and there are 2 little locked
that's it, yeah.
things. So they fill up those spaces, I take it.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And there's a mechanic coming up soon that introduces you to the sanctuary. That is where you can do most of your switching about, and if one of your souls dies, that's another place you can bring them back.
Yep.
And,
had to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to do that as well. But yeah, the puzzles were slowly getting a little bit more. All right, I've got to think about this one. Yeah, and it's good. It's good. It's at the level where it's not too challenging. But it's enjoyable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still pretty early in the game, but so far it's building up. I'm sure it's going to get more difficult and more challenging, but so far, I'm great. I mean, I have died, but I'm great. I'm just learning the mechanics. I quite like the general sense of humour of the whole thing as well, to be fair. I think it's a nice balance. It's not too in your face, blatant, what I called before as Trevor and Simon's sense of humour, like in the Llama Apocalypse one. It's not like straight everything's this is a funny thing I'm saying. It's like very in-universe humour, but it's there. It's not just played straight. It doesn't take itself too seriously. Like we've got Tom Baker doing the voiceover for a start, so even that just adds a little bit of
it was Tom Baker, was it?
So, yeah, he plays the Devourer and the who is also the narrator, basically.
I thought I recognised the voice, and I thought, oh no, it's just someone who sounds a bit like a proper British guy because they wanted to touch a class. They always do that in this kind of game. For the love of God, will you light that other fucking beacon?
Oh! I totally missed that. Don't worry.
I'm sure that's not the way you need to go forward. It's just really bugging me that you got one.
It isn't necessary. It's definitely not necessary. I'm not sure he can because I feel like I tried to do that and didn't do it. This is what he needs to do.
It took me a while to figure out that, oh right, I need to switch back at the right time. I was like, I'm trying to jump, and I'm like, oh, for crying out loud, this character doesn't jump.
Oh yes, there's no jump. That's the annoying thing.
It feels like boss o'clock.
Oh yes. This is the one that I totally did first time. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
You sound confident in that.
This is where I remembered in the opening introduction bit, it does give a little caption saying, always save, because if you die, it's blah, blah, blah. And I remember remembering that, and I never paid any attention. And then this is where I remembered that I have to save the next time I play it.
It actually took me a while to figure out that you have to
I had noticed.
defeat the shield in this. So he's got that bubble shield that you see. So you got to defeat that first, and then you got to go back into the other character and then defeat him. I tried a couple of ways first.
It's trial and error, isn't it? You got to learn.
Yeah, but why is that not hitting him? What the hell's going on?
And they run at just the right speed, so it feels like you're never going to get away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had time to loot though. Of course, you can't loot.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I mean, you've got to keep your priorities in order, mate.
Yeah, exactly. But I figure out the end, and this is it.
Hey,
Yeah,
he's back on it.
I figured it. Yeah. I'll still give it another try though. No.
But you're just making absolutely certain.
Yeah, pretty much. And then oh, right. Pennies dropped. Okay. And at this stage, I don't know you felt that, Jay, but the weapons are. I mean, you can upgrade them as you go. You'll see in a minute. I'll open up the menu. But at this stage, they're very weak. So it takes a little bit of time to whittle down this guy.
Yeah.
So I save you that and skip ahead.
With the quick cuts of black there.
Yeah.
Many hours later. Hi. But, yeah. And then get another weapon there.
So it looks like a better weapon already.
Yeah. So at this point, I hadn't upgraded any weapons, and then I think we get to the next area, and that's when I started looking through my inventory and seeing what I could do, what I'd already unlocked, and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think is exactly what I want you to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, so that was the little menu that you saw there. That's pretty much the same for both characters. You pick up helmets,
The skill tree,
and shields. Yeah. You can basically switch out weapons and all that.
Cool.
It's good. It's very user friendly. I found it very
This must be
user
the cenotaph the hooded man.
It
Very
was.
easy to
I appreciate that. It's designed for my level of concentration, I think. Which is a good thing. So that Dungeons game we played the other week, where it took me ages to get. What are we doing? I don't understand. Why am I doing this? I don't get it. It was all there, but this is a nice, gentle introduction, I feel.
Yeah.
Without being boring.
This is another mechanic. This is the enchanting mechanic. It teaches you about enchanting stuff, and yeah,
What does enchanting
it's just a
do?
real nice.
Makes your weapons better.
So
Makes-
yeah, enchanting all your weapons, all your gear, and just making it a whole lot more beef for it.
Right, I didn't notice that this gate for ages had a little thing on it to open the gate. I was trying to go up the ladder. I was trying to go through a little hole in the wall.
It's the regional garrison at Seoul, or it was.
I was thinking I've got to be the other character and fly. No.
Was there a war?
I wondered about a bit,
These stones fell
but
centuries ago.
my mistake was this well.
Then I try and go down the well.
This well.
And I assume we made the same
Oh,
mistake.
there's a ladder in it though. Shit.
What has become of
Yeah,
my
surely you'd
mother's
think you're
empire?
going to go down the well.
Were we
No.
victorious?
I've soon figured
Has the
out
Carulian god
that
empress fallen?
it's kind of like a wishing well.
Yes.
So you throw money in, and as soon as I did,
There's
I
a
heard this
profit
voice
there.
go, "More." I was like, "Okay, I'll give you more. So, and then I got that, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I did about 6 or 7 silver coins, and then went, hang on, what am I doing?
Yeah. But what you don't see is me chucking in all my money and not getting anything else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Perched atop an ancient stone
So,
tower amid the
final
red
thoughts,
sands
guys.
of the outlands
I can definitely hear the
lies
Tom
city
Baker
of
now.
Thule.
Yeah.
It's my final
Centuries
thought.
ago,
Okay.
it was a major garrison for the
I think
Garulian
look at this. I think it's a beautiful
and
looking
an
game,
elite
particularly these
European
scenes.
settlement prior to this era.
Overall, it's enjoyable, interesting
These
characters,
days,
entertaining story,
Thule is a city of thieves
fun
and
fighting
outlaws.
mechanic, and I
Fugitives
will
of all
continue playing
kinds
it.
come here to avoid complications
Yeah,
and
I've got to say,
neighbouring nations.
like the fighting is letting it down for me. The hack and slash doesn't look particularly satisfying, and the
I demand an immediate
Firing
audience
from-
with the Imperator of Thule.
your woman
Imperator?
character seems a little
No
slow
one has
and
held
weak
that
for me.
title for
I don't know if I'd
300
be able
years.
to.
Then you
Well,
are
Well, that's
in charge of
early in
Thule?
the game.
don't know how
Remember,
much
you're going
I'd
to
enjoy
unlock
it.
different characters with different. So my character was an archer,
Intendant of
and you can unlock different things for him to hold.
On whose
Yeah.
authority?
And you might unlock another guy and there's magic and all that business as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to give it a go. Why not? It's free. Why wouldn't you?
I am visiting
Yeah,
Thule
damn right.
incognito.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
To
exactly.
a personal matter.
Um,
So I will
I'm definitely going to
appreciate
go
your
back to it
discretion.
because, as you
If
can
this
see,
is
I've just
about
got out of the
vengeance,
crypt,
I
and
ask you
I really want to
that
see
you
what this
keep your
overworld has to
fury
offer. So,
from the streets.
yeah, I shall
Yeah,
definitely
it
be
is
giving this.
bad
a
It
go.
looks like you're
We
just
are
out the
besieged
tutorial
without
area, so
fuels
now
breaking
the
out.
game's really going to open up for you.
Thule is under siege.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That was a really nice.
It
was a really nice tutorial as well. As tutorials go, that is a really nice tutorial. Yeah, so
Those defenses have
download it,
protected
guys.
it from assault for
It's free,
centuries.
and why the hell not?
Why the hell not, indeed?
Under my watch.
Yeah, if you do download this, obviously let us know what you think in the comments. Keep
I will
subscribe.
keep my eye on you.
Press that little bell.
Hey, Ma.
Send me crisps.
Cool.
Three
Okay,
hundred
see you next time.
years.
See ya.